Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Badash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the bishops, elders, and Akim of Great Millstone. And peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Kabar from the GMS Virginia camp, coming at you with another short lesson that I pray that you find edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. A few days ago, I made a lesson titled Dark Times, and that's exactly what we're heading into, some very dark times. And now isn't the time to be weak. Now isn't the time to have faint hands. Now isn't the time to reconsider what you're in. You know, I mean, you should have known what you were in from the beginning. And you should know that your strength lies in your power. And you should also know the name of your power, because that's very important in these times. You know, now isn't the time to turn back. Now isn't the time to get scared, although we are in the flesh and we will be scared, afraid at times, but we can't lose hope. You know, we can't fall back into the world because of fear. You know, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has not given us the spirit of fear. This devil has. Esau Edom has given us the spirit of fear through his movies, through his propaganda, through his laws. You know, he has instilled a fear in men that, you know, we need to shake off, you know. And one of the fears that this devil has told us is that you will burn in hell forever, which is just nonsense. You know, that he is the one that we should turn to, and anything outside of turning to him will just get you destroyed. These are fears that the Lord didn't instill in us. Your enemy did. And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know, is telling his men, you know, to gird up thy loins like a man. Because what's ahead is some very perilous times. So I got a few scriptures, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, I pray that you find this lesson edifying. I'd like to start off with the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 10. Let me get it. Because we are in some times that are coming that, you know, it's going to shake a lot of people. You know, it's going to shake a lot of people to their core. And during the time in our ministry, or in this ministry, or in the truth, or should I say in the true doctrine, we should have been building ourselves in the spirit. We should have been changing our minds through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, to know that these times will come, and it is not to be taken lightly, because we don't know if we are of the elect. We hope we are. Pursuant to the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 1. As a matter of fact, let me get that first. I'm deviating from the lesson a little bit, but this is a very important scripture, and it says a lot. The book of Hebrews, chapter 11, and verse 1, and it reads, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." And that was the gift, or one of the gifts that was given unto us by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the spirit of faith. And we have to have faith in our power. And we have to know what that is. And we have to have faith in knowing that what we've been doing over the course of the years has not been in vain, because we've been laying up spiritual treasures in heaven. I don't give a shit about what I got here. I've already checked out. I have nothing here other than the brethren. I have nothing here. I have nothing here that I want. I have nothing here to fight for. I have nothing here that makes me happy. I have mentally and spiritually checked out. And I pray that Yahweh Shem Yahushua keeps the spirit upon me, because we got next. Anyhow, let me get this scripture. The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 10, and it reads, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh and in the power of his might." We have to have faith in knowing that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has our back. And again, that goes into the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 1. You got to have faith in that. You know, you got to know that when you read these words, that they are faithful and they are true. Because we are actually following the same footsteps that the apostles of old followed. For there is no new thing under the sun. This is the book of Acts all over again. But we have to have faith in the name of Yahweh Yahushua. We have to have faith in knowing that when you call upon those names, that, you know, the Lord is going to deliver you out of your problem. Why? Because he says so. Because the Lord is a man that he should not lie. The book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 10. Let me get this. Because we are in some very dark times, and we have to have knowledge and the faith and trust in the Lord and what he says. And we can't be faint. But like I said, we're in the flesh, and our flesh is going to be afraid. But we have to gird up ourselves like a man. You know, we got to believe in this. We really have to believe in this. The book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. So we have protection. We have protection just so long as we continue to do the work, you know, just so long as we don't take our hand off the plow. The Lord is saying, hey, look, I got you. Don't worry about it. You know, I got you. Don't worry about it. Because this devil is about to go off. He's about to go off. And without that hedge, without the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we're at his mercy. And we know that this devil will show no mercy. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 15 reads, actually, the book of Isaiah, chapter 59 and verse 19, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall lift up a standard against him. Because when this devil comes in like a flood, the righteous is going to be in that lighthouse. The righteous is going to be in that strong tower. So regardless how this devil comes, the righteous is going to run into the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and be safe. So he can come roaring through. He can have a lot of pressure behind him. He can come in at any level, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he will not prosper. You know, that's why I got this image of this lighthouse, you know, and that strong wave hitting that lighthouse. So here it is, you know, that lighthouse is by itself out there in the middle of the ocean. And during a storm, these mighty waves are just crashing up against it, such that the waves don't even break the windows. They don't even crack the cement, because that lighthouse is built upon a strong rock, a strong tower. And that's what we have, Hakim. We have a strong rock, we have a solid foundation, and we have a strong tower. And I don't give a damn what this devil try to do. As long as we call upon the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we are safe. Why? Because that is our strong rock and that is our strong tower. The book of Psalms chapter 18 and verse 2 reads, Yahweh is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, and in whom I trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower. So I don't give a damn how high these waves come. They will not exceed the height of the tower that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will protect his elect in. It will not happen. It won't even chip off, you know, like a piece of concrete, because the integrity of the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the strongest in the universe. Come on, man. This devil ain't got shit. You know? And trust me, he's going to come in like a flood. You know, and these times aren't afar off. These times are now. We are in these times. Because anyone who has eyes to see and ears to hear can see that these prophecies are popping off like popcorn. This ain't no joke. This is real. You know? And if you got faint hands, you should really count the cost. You should really examine yourself. You know, the scriptures say, examine thyself, you know, to know if you're in the truth. Hold on a second, let me get it. I don't want to butcher it. Again, I'm going off a little bit, but, you know, it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Salakia. Is this one? Salakia. The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Examine yourself constantly. Constantly. You shouldn't be asking yourself right now, am I strong enough? You shouldn't be asking yourself right now, do I believe in those names? You should not be asking yourself right now, do I believe in what I'm preaching? You should not be asking yourself that right now. And if you are, then you are being sifted by the Lord. You should know what you're in right now because we're at the door. We're at the door of Jacob's trouble. We're at the door of proving our faith. We're at the door. Reading on, know ye not your own self. Actually, let me read it again. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Constantly examine your thoughts, your actions, and your motivations to make sure that you're in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Watch what you say, watch what you do, and watch how you act. Constantly be circumspect because the devil's watching like a hungry lion for prey. Know ye not your own selves? How that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hamashiach, is in you? Except ye be reprobates? You don't want to be a reprobate at this point in time. Gird yourself like a man. You should understand death. You should understand the scriptures enough to know that there will be martyrs. You should know the scriptures enough to know that there will be men who won't be touched. You should know the scriptures enough to know that there will be men who will have to go through some shit. You should know the scriptures enough to know that there shall be men with women. You should know the scriptures enough to know that your family might be saved. They might not be saved. You should know these things by now. And you should have counted the cost. You should have examined that. You should have examined what you will lose and what you will gain. Mm-hmm. Now ain't the time to be bullshitting. Excuse me. If I... Actually, nah, fuck that. You should examine yourself. And you should know what you're in at this point. Say no joke. Anyhow, let me go back into the book of Psalms, chapter 18 and verse 2. The book of Psalms, chapter 18 and verse 2. Yahweh is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. I will call upon Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, who is worthy to be praised. You should be praising the Lord every day in some shape, form, or fashion. You should be giving thanks over the fact that you woke up. You should give thanks over the fact that he protected you while you're asleep. Because in the days that are coming, you are going to need protection while you sleep. You are going to need protection when you wake up. You are going to need protection going from point A to point B. And in order to actually believe in these things, you have to be strong in the name. You have to be strong in the faith. You actually have to believe in everything that you've been telling other people that they should believe. And if you don't, you're a hypocrite. But like I said, you will be weak in the flesh. And don't get me wrong, it's not an excuse that I'm making. Oh yeah, you're going to be in the... Oh yeah, you know, you're in the flesh and you're going to be weak. It's true. You are going to be weak in the flesh. But the more you go through these trials, the more you go through these tribulations, it should build your faith to the point where you're confident in knowing that you are protected through Yahweh, by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Then it should be known who are my chosen. When all hell breaks loose and you find out that you're eating, when you find out that you're being protected, you're gonna know who you're chosen. You're gonna know who the elect is. You know, when you get these spiritual powers, you're gonna know who the Lord's elect is. There will be no question. You have to have faith and you got to be strong in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because we're in a time of great miracles, bro. We're also in a time of great mercies. I will call upon Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. The Lord ain't going to save a double-minded man. He ain't going to save a lukewarm man or woman for that matter. If you can make it out there on the highways and byways before it's too late, I suggest you do it. If you could get this truth before it's too late, I suggest you listen. Because the days are coming where, you know, the prophets are going to be removed off the highways and byways. And at that point, are you left to your own devices? And those devices that you will be left up to are those devices that you depend upon. If you depend upon your house ain't going to save you. If you depend upon your money ain't going to save you in that day. If you hoarded gold and silver, that shit ain't going to save you. If you got, you know, like a safe loaded with ammo, that shit ain't going to save you. If you got a bunker with a bunch of food in it, that ain't going to save you. Ain't shit going to save you except Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, who is my strong tower. Because like I said, when this devil comes in like a flood, you're going to need that protection. You know, when you're going to have to be strong in that, you're going to have to believe that. All right, so I'm going to jump to the book of 2nd Esdras. I'm going to jump to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 14. Chapter 14. Salakia Akim. The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 14. Oh, there we go. Chapter 14 in verse. I'll start off at verse 13. And it reads, Now therefore set your house in order and reprove thy people. You have to set your house in order. You know? If the people in your house are willing to learn and listen, get them in order. Let them know what's about to come. But a lot of brothers got, you know, a lot of brothers got people in their house that don't believe, who will never believe. The scriptures say that your own enemies will be those in your own household. But if you can get your house in order, get your house in order. And not only that, get your spiritual house in order. Get your mind in order. Get your heart in order, which is your mind. Get that in order. Get your spirit in order. Because the days that are coming are evil, bro. Let me read that again. Now therefore, set thine house in order, your spiritual house. Get that in order first, before you get your carnal house in order. And reprove thy people. Go out there on the highways, teach, preach, you know, throw up these epistles, you know, these videos. Warn the people, let them know where they're going off. Comfort such of them as be in trouble. Comfort the Israelites. Let them know that their strength is in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and nothing else. And now renounce corruption. And once you've gotten this truth, Renounce corruption. Don't go back to that bullshit that don't profit you shit. Verse 14 is very deep, bro. Let go, let go from the mortal thoughts. And what are the mortal thoughts? How am I gonna eat? Where am I gonna live? What am I gonna drink? What am I gonna put on? How am I gonna survive? This, that. Those are mortal thoughts. Those are mortal thoughts. And that's why you have to constantly examine yourself that you're not consumed with these mortal thoughts. Because you got to know that at the end of the day, your strong tower is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of men. And what I just mentioned are the burdens of men. How am I going to live? What am I going to eat? What bed am I going to sleep in? Oh, what am I going to wear? Oh, I smell bad. Nah, fuck that. Cast that shit away. Put off now the weak nature. That's a weak nature. That's a weak nature. Worrying about how you're going to live, what are you going to wear, how you're going to wear it, if your hair is made up. Yeah, fuck that. Now, don't get me wrong. Nobody wants to smell like shit. Nobody wants to smell like piss. Nobody wants to look bad. Everybody wants to look as though they're at least decent. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't make that your goal. Don't make that your end all be all. Oh, I'm homeless, but I'm going to look like I still got it. Nah, fuck that. Excuse my language. Verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Hey, the time is coming where you're not going to have nowhere to live. Set that aside. The time is coming where you're not going to have nothing to eat for a day or two, or maybe even a few other days besides that. Set that aside. That's a heavy thought. That's why you have to honestly believe in Hebrews 11:1. You got to have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that he will feed you. Don't worry about what you're going to drink. He knows how the body works. He knows that you're going to need something to drink. He knows that you're going to need something to wear because it's probably cold. Hell, it could be, well, I don't mean hell, but heck, he can make it so that you're warm all the time in the dead of winter. Come on, man. We're in a time of miracles. That's not to say that you don't go out there with a coat. Let's not be simple, you know? We are not to tempt the Lord. I know Jake like to get simple. Oh, the Lord's going to make it warm in the dead of winter. I don't need to put on a coat to go outside. Put on a coat if you can. Don't be simple. Going back to verse 15, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou seest. Let me read verse 16 again because it's very important. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. The evils that you see now is nothing compared to the evils that you're going to see after this lesson. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a few days, but greater evils are coming. And that's why you need to be locked up and secured in that strong tower. That's why you have to know what you're in. That's why you have to believe in the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and the scriptures as it is written. No deviation. You're gonna have to believe these things because you're about to see a great death. You're about to see things that you have never witnessed before. That's why the scriptures say, gird thyself like a man. Because because it's going to have to take a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to deal with what's coming. Anyhow, I think I had some more precepts, but I think the point's been made. Yeah, so with that, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well. Peace and salutations unto the bishops, elders, Akim, and the elect of the nation of Israel. And unto the next lesson, Yahweh Shem Yahushai Ratazah, Wa Shalom.